Everyone who's trying to seriously understand anarchism very quickly faces the very same problem that you mentioned. We can say this pejorative meaning of the word anarchism. Here, according to my opinion, the problem is not in the aspirations or demands of anarchist movement, but in the very word itself. Because in the common sense, we got this idea that without the ruler, there is a chaos. And anarchism, and the word anarchy means anarchos, without the ruler. But if we are looking and observing recent history, or at least the history in the so-called short 20th century, then we can see that we witness a century of anarchy, but we were not living in anarchist societies, but rather we were living in strong nation states, making wars, starting genocide, and so on and so forth. So anarchism is a very difficult word, very difficult also political position that needs many attempts to rescue it from this misuse and abuse. Anarchism, in a way, demands a new democracy that is not equated with a noun, with certain structures, but democracy that is understood as a word, something that is in happening, something that is in the making. And of course, the idea of democracy that is part of our everyday life is also very threatening to those in power, because it is very genuine idea and very, we can say, sophisticated idea of preserving the status quo if we got this gap between those who make decisions and those who only confirm these decisions. And if we briefly return to our political reality, then we can see that this gap is not shrinking, but rather the opposite. This gap is widening and widening, and we are also facing a very interesting situation. The decisions that are made in one part of the world are then enacted in the other part of the world. There is no inclusion of the people who should really have an input in decision making. And here anarchism should introduce many interesting concepts, many interesting solutions that in the past were lost in these discussions on violence, on